Hello students, welcome back to your online video classes. In the previous class, we have completed our discussion on light, and today we will start our new chapter, chapter number 1, that is food and human health. So, first of all, food. From food, we get mainly nutrition. Nutrition which acts like a fuel to our body. That means it provides energy to our body just like fuel provides to the vehicles. So, from food we get nutrition which helps in maintaining the physical as well as mental health. By digesting our food, which we have discussed in detail in the digestive system, that after digesting food we get nutrients in the form of protein, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals and salts. So, for maintaining a good health, both physical and mental health, only nutrition is not sufficient, but an adequate amount of these components of food are required, and this diet in which the adequate amount of protein, carbs, vitamins, minerals are present. These diet in which these are in sufficient amount for maintaining a good physical and mental health. This diet is known as balanced diet. So, for the proper functioning of body, we need a balanced diet. This balanced diet also improves our immune system. So, by increasing our immunity, we can defend ourselves from many of the infections, and this balanced diet, especially the diet which contains proteins in abundant amount, helps in making our mind more sharp and healthy. So, a balanced diet helps us in maintaining a good physical and mental health and protecting our body from the various infections in our surroundings. So, if there is deficiency or unavailability of nutrients in our diet, then that diet is known as unbalanced diet, in which either one or two components of nutrients are present in less quantity. So, according to the component which is less in number, three types of unbalanced diet are there. First of all, vitamin malnutrition. In general, in our diet, vitamins are already present in very small amount, but that small amount are required for the various major functioning of our body. So, vitamin malnutrition is the deficiency of vitamins in the body. Then, in the table number 1.1 in your book, page number 1, one table is given, that is diseases and their symptoms due to the deficiency of vitamins. So, in first column vitamins are given and the disorders which are related to their deficiencies are given in the next column, and in the third column the symptoms of these diseases are given. So, first of all, vitamin A, which causes the disease night blindness. Night blindness is a disease in which a person cannot look properly in the dark light or even in the light. So, vitamin A, whose deficiency causes disease night blindness, and its symptoms are unable to see at night or in light. Second one is thiamine, that is the vitamin B1, which causes the diseases beriberi. The deficiency of vitamin B1 thiamine causes beriberi, in which the heartbeat decreases and weakness occurs in muscles as well as in the nerve conduction. So, there will be less movement of the body muscle movement, and as well as there will be less functioning of the brain. So, our body as well as our brain will not function properly in the deficiency of vitamin B1, which causes beriberi. Third one is riboflavin, that is vitamin B2. The scientific name of vitamin B2 is riboflavin, which causes the disease riboflavinosis, in which there will be rupturing, that is disfiguring of mouth linings as well as skin of lips, and memory loss. There will be memory loss and rupturing of the skin surrounding your lips. Then the fourth one is vitamin B3. The scientific name is niacin, which causes the disease pellagra. The deficiency of vitamin B3 causes pellagra, in which there will be appearance of dry scales on the skin as well as on tongue. So, the fifth one is vitamin C. The name of vitamin C in biology is ascorbic acid, which causes the deficiency of vitamin C causes scurvy. This is the disease of gums. If there will be deficient vitamin C in our diet, then there will be bleeding from gums and appearance of spots on the skin. Sixth one is vitamin D, which is also known as very famous, that is calciferol. The disease which occurs due to deficiency of vitamin D is rickets. These are the disorders of bones of leg. The bones of leg bends and there will be the difficulty in the movement of the child. So, these were the deficiency diseases which are caused by the deficiency of vitamins. The second discussion is protein malnutrition, in which in the unbalanced diet there will be deficiency of protein mainly. It occurs mainly in the children. So, in the diet of a child there should be abundant amount of the protein. So, even in the pregnant lady the diet should have the abundant amount of protein. The diseases which are caused by the protein malnutrition are mainly kwashiorkor and marasmus. In both these diseases protein are deficient, but kwashiorkor in which only deficiency of protein occurs, but in marasmus deficiency of protein as well as calories. Calories is that amount of energy released by the food. So, there will be deficiency of protein along with the other components of food, that is deficiency of protein as well as deficiency of calories. Kwashiorkor occurs in the child having the age more than 1 year, but marasmus occurs even in the smaller one, few months child. So, it occurs in the age group below the 1 year. So, in kwashiorkor there is edema. Edema is swelling. So, the person having kwashiorkor may have the pot bellied structure, that means its stomach will be swollen, but in marasmus the skin is dry and there is no edema, no swelling present in any part of the body. So, these were the differences between kwashiorkor and marasmus which occurs due to the deficiency of protein. In the child suffering from kwashiorkor, there will be stomach swelling as well as loss of appetite, that is he will not feel any hunger anymore, that is he loses his appetite and his behavior becomes irritative. He will feel irritative because there will be mental development retarded, and skin will have some spots of black, dry, spotty structures, and the skin starts rupturing, disfiguring. And in the person having marasmus, there will be lack of protein as well as energy. So, his or her body shrinks, becomes weak, and the luster of eyes will goes off. So, the third discussion will be mineral malnutrition. In mineral malnutrition, in unbalanced diet there will be deficiency of the minerals mainly. So, the role of minerals are very important, but like vitamins they are also required in small quantity but have a very important role in the functioning of body. So, as you know, iron will come in the mineral as well as calcium, iodine will also included in the minerals. Iron is a part of hemoglobin. So, due to the lack of iron there will be less formation of hemoglobin and the person will be anemic. Second one is calcium, which makes our bones strong. So, if there will be deficiency of calcium, then our bone will be deformed. Third one is iodine, which regulates the activity of our thyroid gland, which we have discussed in detail in endocrine system. And due to the deficiency of iodine, there will be a disorder known as goiter due to the deficiency of iodine and thyroxine hormone. A table 1.2 is given in your book, page number 2, important minerals, sources and their functions. So, in the first column name of the elements are given, in the second one the sources of elements are given, and in the third column, the very important column of the whole table, the important function of these elements are given. So, first of all is sodium, that is the main source of sodium as you all know is common salt, as well as it is present in fish, meat, egg and milk. So, the abundant amount of sodium is present in salt, along with common salt it is present in fish, meat, egg and milk. The important function of sodium is contraction of muscles, transmission of neural charges. So, it will help in the contraction of muscle, that is body movement, as well as in transmitting the nervous signals. Along with that, it will help in the electrolysis of body, maintaining the balance. It will help in maintaining the balance of salt in the body. During the excretion, we have studied the role of sodium in excretion. Second one is potassium. Potassium is present in mostly all food products. So, its important function is controlling the muscles along with the sodium and controlling the neural signals along with sodium. You have studied, might have heard about sodium potassium pump. So, sodium and potassium together helps in transmission of nervous signals. It also helps in maintaining electrolytic of bodies and different cellular functions. So, the third one is calcium. With the main sources of calcium are milk, egg and green vegetables. So, you can have the calcium from the vegetables like spinach and bitter gourd. So, calcium is rich in green vegetables, milk and egg. It makes our bones and teeth strong along with vitamin D. So, calcium acts with the vitamin D and helps in maintaining our bone, our body strong. Fourth one is phosphorus. In phosphorus, the main sources are again milk and green vegetables. You can see, for a vegetarian, milk and green vegetables are very beneficial for various minerals. Along with milk and green vegetables, millets and dry fruits, liver and kidney have abundant amount of phosphorus, which along with calcium helps in maintaining our teeth and bones stronger. So, calcium and phosphorus are important for making our teeth and bones stronger. Then comes the iron, which helps in formation of hemoglobin and oxidation of tissues, that means helps in respiration. So, the main source of iron are liver, kidney, egg, meat, blood, pearl millet, finger millet, these are the kinds of millets which are present, and then curd, vegetables, carrot and jaggery. So, by the carrot, the anemic persons must have take the carrot in their diet in the most abundant amount, as they will get iron from that. Jaggery, that is sweet in taste, also contains a large amount of iron. The sixth one is iodine. Iodine is present in the salt. You might have heard that iodized salts are present, in which seafood. So, the salty water of marine habitats contain a lot of amount of iodine. So, person taking seafood can never have a disorder like goiter occurring due to the deficiency of iodine. So, in seafood abundant amount of iodine is present. Then green leafy vegetables, sea fish, blackberry and rock salt. These all contain the high amount of iodine, and this iodine helps in formation of thyroxine hormone, which helps in maintaining our BMR, that is the basal metabolic rate. So, till now we have studied the food, that is the nutrition we get from the food, and about the balanced and unbalanced diet and their several effects. Now, we will discuss human health and the various factors which adversely affects our health. So, first of all, we are starting with the topic water, the properties of drinking water as well as the effects of contaminated water. So, as you know, water is life. We can very easily say that water is life, as it helps in performing various activities like drinking, preparing food, bathing, washing activities in agriculture as well as in industries. In various fields, we require water in enormous amount. And one speciality which water occurs in our environment is that it occurs in all three states of matter. As solid form, it occurs in the form of ice. In liquid state, it occurs in the form of water, and in gaseous state, it occurs in the form of vapor. So, we can have water in all its three states. But the thing is, we require water very much, but the humans are actually exploiting the water resources. There are limited water resources like rivers, lakes and underground waters which are suitable for drinking. And as they are limited and we humans are exploiting them as well as polluting them, after that amount of pollution, they are not suitable for the drinking purposes. If these kinds of situations of polluting water bodies continues, then in the near future we will all have a great water crisis. So, Today we will discuss the potable water and the contaminated water and its effects. So, if water gets any type of the particulate matter and harmful disease causing organisms, then that water is contaminated, and potable water is the water which are suitable, safe for drinking purposes. So, let us first study the potable water and its properties. So, potable water is safe for drinking as it is free from the visible dust particles and the vegetation, that is free from any kind of the plant parts. So, there should not be any kind of dust and vegetation in the water. It should be free from the harmful disease causing microorganisms. Some organisms which are present in the water are useful, but many of them are harmful for the human health. So, the drinking water, that is potable water, should be free from the harmful disease causing microorganisms. Now, the second point is pH. pH is the measure of acid or base in any substance. Water should not be highly acidic nor should be highly basic. It should be neutral. So, pH of water should be balanced and there should be sufficient amount of dissolved oxygen in the water. As you know, the organisms which are living in the marine habitats take their oxygen requirements by the help of the dissolved oxygen present in the water. So, in the water which are suitable for surviving any kind of aerobic organisms must have adequate amount of dissolved oxygen. Doctors also suggest that you should take at least 8 glasses of water daily. This water helps in carrying out the various metabolic activities in our body. As you know, we have studied in excretory system, water also helps in removing the toxic substances from our body. Otherwise, if these toxic substances accumulate in our body, then they can even prove to be fatal. So, as doctor suggests, you should take 8 glasses of water every day. So, in obesity, that is the excess of fat deposition, water also decreases this fat deposition. So, unnecessary fat deposition decreases by taking the adequate amount of water. Intake of water also improves our immunity by making various fibers which helps in maintaining immunity. Regular drinking water also helps in decreasing the danger of calculus. This danger of calculus is deposition of plaque on the teeth, and so calculus is the disease of the dental problem in our mouth. So, by drinking the adequate amount of water, we can prevent ourselves from the danger of calculus. So, this was about the potable or drinking water and its properties. Now, we will study some disorders which occurs through the contaminated water. The microbes, that is disease causing harmful microorganisms present in the water makes it contaminated, and abundant amount of dust particles, plant parts present in the water also makes it unhealthy. So, these microbes may be viruses, bacteria, fungi, worms and protozoans. These smaller, you can say invisible microorganisms which we cannot see by the naked eyes, these contaminate our water that much that they can spread in the whole community, in the whole population of the people surviving in that contaminated water. So, many communicable diseases, the diseases which are easily transmitted from one person to another via food and water are known as communicable diseases, are caused due to contaminated water like cholera, typhoid, jaundice, hepatitis, flu and dysentery. These are written here, the disorders which are caused by the contaminated water: cholera, typhoid, jaundice, dysentery, flu, hepatitis. One more disease which was particularly found in the Rajasthan before 2000, that is dracunculiasis. These diseases of dracunculiasis are caused by the worm-like structure, that is Dracunculiasis medinensis. This worm causes the disease dracunculiasis and is spread by the contaminated water. But by filtering the water and by having a whole program for abolishing the disorder, the abolition is known as Naru abolition. No patient was found of dracunculiasis after 2000. For protecting ourselves from these kinds of disorders, you have to drink the filtered and boiled water so that there will be no symptoms of these disorders in your body and even in your society. So, this was the disorders which we have studied regarding the contaminated water, and it is rightly said that healthy tomorrow is where there is a healthy water. Now, we will discuss the obesity, the deposition of excess amount of fat in the body. Excess amount of fat you can say is the overweighting, but obesity occurs when these excess amount of fat have various disorders and harmful effects on our body. There is a body mass index. Body mass index is basically a BMI is basically a ratio of height and weight. So, according to the height, a suitable optimum weight is calculated, and that index is known as body mass index. If a person has BMI less than 18.5 kg per meter square, then the person comes underweight. Second one is 25 to 30 kg. If BMI reaches 25 to 30 kg, then that person will be overweight, in the category of overweight. And the third one is over 30 kg per meter square. In this category, the person is suffering from obesity. The harmful effects and disorders which are created by the obesity are the health issues. First of all, the heartbeat disorders, heart diseases which can occur due to the obesity, high blood pressure. The person having obesity is prone to the diabetes because due to the fat, the receptors of insulin are covered by the fat, and so the person will suffer from diabetes. One more disorder which might be new for you, that is sleep apnea. A person having obesity may have respiratory problem during this sleep. This disorder is known as sleep apnea, and the person may produce the snore like sound. So, apart from these disorders, the heart diseases, diabetes and sleep apnea, many types of cancers and osteoarthritis may occur due to the obesity. Osteoarthritis is mainly the weakening of bones. Then, after all these kind of discussions, in the next class we will discuss the blood pressure and the intoxicants which we take by our will, and they have adverse effects on the human health. Thank you.